Here's my existing tractor seat on this old Massey Ferguson. It's all gutted. So I think what I'm going to do, this seat's several $100s from Massey Ferguson. The frame and everything, you know, it's got the forward backward adjuster. The seat belts are attached to the seat frame and it tilts. And so I was trying to figure out a way how I can maybe keep all of that and replace it with a cheaper option. And so what I think I'm going to try to do is use this existing seat base that these things used to just mount to, and the cushion set right on top of these. The rest of them are down there rusted off. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to grind all that off, put me a plate across the top of that, and I'm going to go get about a $40 seat from Amazon or Walmart and bolt it to the middle of it. That way the frame, it all still works properly, seat belt's still intact, and I still have the tilt feature for dumping water out in the winter, water and snow and stuff. So I think we're going to give that a try. We'll see how it goes. The seat taken apart, so the seat back, just unbolted it. Decided to leave these bolts on and the brackets because I think that you know, maybe I bolt something to that later, but it also adds a little bit of strength to this pipe. This pipe's a pretty lightweight pipe, and so I think that'll give a little bit of strength as well. Also, these things here, these were the things that went across the seat pan, and the cushion just set on these, and this was its spring. The middle one had the little pressure switch on it that when you get off the seat, it kills the tractor. So that's all trash. That's been unplugged for a long time anyway. And I had some 1/8" plate scrap stuff laying around, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay these on here like this and tack those on. And my wife's at Walmart buying me a $29 boat seat that folds up, and nice cushion, and they're waterproof. So all we'll do is we'll weld these plates on here, drill the little 4 screw holes that hold the boat seat on, and now because we're reusing the frame, these brackets here just have a pin that attaches to the base of the Massey Ferguson base, and so that'll still allow the seat to tilt and dump water and snow out, as well as slide forward backward for adjustment, and the seat belt is still intact as well. So we'll do that. I did have to cut those backs off because the way the seat sets, it's too wide on each side, so keep that in mind if you do something like this. So now we've got the little brackets welded in place and ground down nice and smooth so it doesn't cut the new seat. And since I was at it, I also went ahead and welded in the holes in the pipe, those 3/4 inch holes, so wasps don't get after me this summer again. So it's all put together. Thought I did a really great job of centering this thing up, nice and neat. And turns out that I built it backwards. This is the back of the seat frame, but this is the front of the seat. So you see my marks there. What I wound up having to do was flip it back around and kind of line that edge up across the front. These are the things that go into the little pin on the seat base so the frame tilts. So front of the seat, front of the frame now. So I did have to kind of have it a little bit offset. I don't think it's really going to matter, but what I did was I made little marks how I wanted it to sit, like that, and then I was able to take off the frame, measure from here to center hole, here to center hole, put it back on, lined it back up again, then just measured from that mark to the same measurement that I got before, made a dot, and all the holes turned out perfect. So didn't have to cut cardboard, use any template or anything like that. So I think it turned out pretty good. All the edges are nice and smooth, not going to cut my new seat, and holes plugged for the yellow jackets. So I'll get it put together and we'll check it out. Here's the seat base hanging on my Christmas present, my new topside creeper. So I'm cleaned it up a little bit, sprayed a couple coats. Looks almost factory. So I got to take it outside and spray it. I'm not going to spray next to Old Yeller there, but it's so cold outside the paint would take forever to dry. So bringing it in here, cranking that heater on there and helping it to dry out. But she's almost finished. And so here's the finished product. It's just one of these Atwood seats from Boat Seat from Walmart. I think 29 bucks is what this cost, and it folds down and clips, which is nice because, you know, for transporting the tractor. And then there's that seat mount, and so it still has the bracketry and everything, nice and solid. And so the holes that are on the bottom of the seat, they're for those little stands that stick up from the floor of the boat, and so they work real nicely. Even though my initial measurement was off, it worked out pretty good, but pretty solid, and we'll go put it on the tractor right now. Here we are, it's on. You can see I still got forward-backward adjustment, and nice thing is, you know, it does tilt down, so kind of protect that seat. Maybe it'll last a little longer if the cows don't eat it again. The seat tilts up. If I move it all the way back, it'll set up. It works really, really good. 29 bucks, a little bit of work. Probably got about an hour invested in building the bracket, so a cheap fix. Good luck.